Welcome back, everyone. I wanted to give you an update on the farm as far as everything that's been going on around here. The weather's been getting colder. It's been getting, a little bit more chilly in the mornings, which all the does have gone into a heat cycle the last few weeks. We have been tirelessly working on getting our fences built. We had to do 3 more pins this week compared to last year, and we had to make some repairs, and so we finally have that. We've got it all taken care of, and the dog doesn't like the sounds, but we've got it all done, and breeding season started, and I am just excited to see what is gonna happen. And we're excited to see the s'mores. He's up here behind me. He first time breeding season for him, and so really excited. We've waited a long time for this breeding to be set up, and so I'm gonna take y'all along the last couple of days as far as like what we've been doing around here, and so y'all can see kind of what we've accomplished. And I want to give a big shout out to my husband because he's awesome. He has really helped out, and he puts up with me. So, but yeah, all right, so let me show y'all what's been happening. It's time for these guys to go to the cell barn. Well, that's just not very pretty. There we go. Keeping one, raising it out, taking 3. Alright. Welcome back, everyone. So, yes, those are does in with redneck. We are officially breeding all the of-age does. So, currently, redneck has 4. He's got Ruby, Elsa, Nora, and Jolene. So, I think Jolene is hiding on the other side of the haystack there. But last night, whenever we put him in, it was really dark. I couldn't film, but he has tagged every single one of them. So I know that Elsa, that she took immediately, and he's still interested in her. Hi, Ruby. But these girls are gonna be in here for at least 42 to 45 days. That's how we do it here with live coverage breeding. So redneck has calmed down a lot. He is our biggest problem with bucks, and he has calmed down a great deal. So Alright, let's move on. Alright, so now we're over at S'mores. He is our first time buck. He hasn't bred anybody up until now. So but he's showing interest in Martha this morning, and he's showing interest in Meep this morning. Last night he tagged Alfie and Sally way up there, and in the middle of the night he woke us up and he was after Nellie. I don't know if anything happened, just because it was dark and it was in the middle of the night. And then he's also got Anna up here. She's behind the haystack, but he tagged her last night as well. So Coco's in here. Haven't seen him have any interest, but all the does have had a heat cycle. I know Coco's was at least, her last heat cycle was at least a week ago, so it could be that he doesn't show any interest until, you know, another week or more in the pen. But again, that's S'mores. These are our babies. I'm really excited to see what comes out of him. So, S'mores! And looks like he's been rubbing his horns on some old tree logs. But, alright, let's move to the next pen. So here's Huckleberry's pen. He's excited for someone over there. So he actually only has 3 of our does. And this little doe over here is a client of ours, to where she's here to get bred. And he got her immediately last night. So that'll make them happy. So let's see who he's after. Okay. So we've got Tootsie, Ida, and Ellie in here. So Ellie's going to be one of our grades. Now, we paired Ida with Huckleberry last year, and she had quads. She had perfect kids. So we wanted to try and see about that same pairing this year. So, and Tootsie here, for those of y'all who don't know, but she and Huckleberry came from the same farm, different lines, but the same breeder, and that breeder hasn't crossed these lines yet. So it'll be really interesting to see those lines, and I know that Claire is very excited about it. So, but Tootsie is still a sweetheart, aren't you, Toot Toot? So, doesn't look like she's been bred. Looks like Ellie might be going into heat, but maybe not a strong heat. Ida. But, and I know Ida had a heat about a week ago. So he's primarily shown interest in that little doe. So we'll see what happens. Alright, let's move on to Hoss's pen. Good morning, Hoss. How are you, Stinky? Do you have girls? Are you gonna talk to me? Hoss? Okay, so Hoss has a lot of girls. Alright. So, hi Stinky. Alright, so this is the other doe, Rosie, that is a client of ours. And Haas immediately tagged her last night as well. So, and then we've got, out of ours, we've got Reba and Floppy. And then we've got Dorothy, Toffee, Frost, and Luna over there. So we've got 6 of ours. Hi, Milo. We've got 6 of our does in here with him. And I think he went after Frost and Reba last night. But I am not certain. And right now he's playing headshots with the cats. David and Milo are both down here, and he's decided to try to headbutt them through the fence. So, alright. And then here is our temporary holding pen. We have Lucky and Domino, and then the 3 little Bordeaux's that are in there, and Sven. They're all either Sven and Domino are wethers, and the other 4 are too young to get bred. And then Fidela is in there. She is going to be paired up with Redneck, but she has a hurt foot right now, so we're doctoring that, and we're hoping that here in a couple of days that she'll be better or good enough to be put in with him. And then we have Betty in here, one of our big Alpines, and she came into a heat about a month ago, and we actually put her in with Redneck, and so we are waiting on blood results. Those silly cats. We're waiting on blood tests for her to see if she's bred or not. So that's why we have her in here, because Redneck can get pretty aggressive with the does, and I don't want anything to happen to him. And it looks like maybe Floppy might be going into a heat. So, yeah. But wanted to give y'all a farm update. We want to give a big shout out to my husband. I know that he puts up with my crazy goat antics a lot, but he helped put together this new pen, this temporary holding pen behind us, and he helped kind of spiff up some of the weak points that we've got in some of the others, stretched the fence, fixed the holes, mended everything that he could think of. And it's not, nobody can have perfect fencing, but I appreciate everything that he does, and he's awesome. But I've got new gates and everything to where it makes it so much easier now. But alright, well, y'all have a superb day, and I will keep everybody posted on breedings, and looks like kidding should start the middle of March for us. Alright, y'all have a good one. Bye.